Let's talk about how to win the battle against that little glowing rectangle in your pocket. But here's the twist. We're not going to do it by fighting harder. We're going to do it by making your real life way more interesting.
You know exactly what I'm talking about, right? You just wanted to check the weather. And then, poof, 45 minutes vanish. You've somehow learned how to cook a steak on a car engine, you've watched 3 videos of cats being terrified of cucumbers, and you still have no idea if you need an umbrella. It's a time warp, and we have all been there.
And what's the advice we always get? Just have more self-control. Just put your phone down. Right. That's kind of like trying to hold your breath underwater. Sure, you can do it for a little while, but eventually you have to come up for air. So what if the problem isn't that your willpower is weak? What if we're all just playing the wrong game entirely?
Okay, so let's dive into our new game plan. First, we're going to talk about why this is such an unfair fight to begin with. Then, we'll get into how to master the first 90 minutes of your day, how to fill those boring gaps with mini adventures, how to design your space for a win, and finally, how to actually become the kind of person who doesn't even need to scroll.
So, let's kick things off with part 1, the unfair fight. And we need to get one thing straight, right away. This is not a battle between you and a piece of glass and metal. Nope, it's actually much, much bigger than that.
This quote right here, it changes everything. You're not lazy, you're not undisciplined. You are one person going up against algorithms built by thousands of the smartest people in the world whose entire job, their only job, is to figure out exactly how to keep your eyeballs glued to that screen. It's not a fair fight. So let's stop trying to fight fair.
See, trying to win with sheer willpower, that's the losing battle. The winning strategy? It's about making your real life a better offer. Instead of focusing on resisting the phone, we're going to focus on inviting more fun, more curiosity, and more creativity into your day. So much so that the phone actually starts to feel like the boring option.
All right, let's move on. Part 2, master the golden 90 minutes. This new strategy, it starts the second you open your eyes. Think about it. Those first 90 minutes are like the opening credits to the movie of your day. They completely set the tone for everything that follows. And here's the science behind it. There's this cool biological process called the cortisol awakening response. Just think of it as your brain's natural, built-in energy drink. For about an hour and a half after you wake up, your brain is just firing on all cylinders, totally primed to focus and learn. When you immediately grab your phone, you're just handing all of that peak brain power over to an endless scroll of other people's news and drama.
So the mission is to protect that golden time. And it's actually really simple. First, just make your phone your second or third interaction of the day, not your first. Seriously, just putting it across the room works wonders. Second, get about 10 minutes of sunlight. It's like flipping a switch that tells your brain, hey, the day has officially started. And third, drink a glass of water. Your body is dehydrated after sleeping, and this is the absolute simplest way to wake it up. Okay, so you've won the morning. Awesome. But what about all those awkward little gaps in the day? You know, the 3 minutes waiting for your coffee, the 10 minutes on the bus. Those are total phone magnets. And that brings us to part 3, mini adventures. Instead of scrolling, you can do one of these. They're tiny, playful ways to fight boredom. And here's the key. They are active, not passive. Write a terrible 3-line poem about the plant on your desk. Try to draw your coffee mug, even if it ends up looking like a wobbly potato. The point isn't to be good at it. The point is to switch your brain from consume mode to create and notice mode. I promise you, it feels 1,000 times better.
And now for part 4, designing a winning space. I'm going to let you in on a secret. Your willpower is a limited resource, but your environment is working on you 24/7. It is so much easier to change your surroundings than it is to fight your own brain all day long. So let's make your space work for you, not against you.
And this works in 2 worlds, your physical space and your digital space. In the physical world, create a charging station for your phone that isn't right next to your bed or your couch. Put a book there instead. And in your digital world, make your phone less exciting. Turn off all those notifications, except for ones from actual human beings. And try this one amazing trick. Set your screen to grayscale. You will be absolutely shocked how boring Instagram is in black and white. So this all leads us to our final and I think most important idea, part 5, becoming someone who doesn't need to scroll. This isn't just about tips and tricks anymore. This is about changing how you actually see yourself.
I want you to think of it like this. Every single action you take is a vote for the type of person you want to be.
So when you choose to doodle for 5 minutes instead of opening up TikTok, you cast a vote for being a creative person. When you choose to get some sunlight before checking your emails, you cast a vote for being an intentional person. Now, one single vote doesn't change an election, right? But enough of them, over time, that's how you build a whole new identity.
And here's a super simple way to start voting. Please do not try to change everything overnight. In week 1, just pick one small thing for the morning, one mini adventure for the day, and one way to put your phone away at night. That is it. You build slowly, you gain confidence, and that's how you make it last. So in the end, this whole thing isn't about depriving yourself. It's about upgrading your life. It's about adding so much adventure and curiosity and joy into your real world that your phone goes back to being what it's supposed to be. Just a useful tool, not the main event. The goal isn't to hate your phone. It's to love your life more.